Hello, my dear friends. I am Jyotirvid Pawan. Friends, there are many books available which were written by the great true sages, and those books contain rare knowledge which can help you develop spiritually. And mind you, when I say develop you spiritually, then it does include your development in the worldly sense, because spiritual development is comprehensive and includes development of your intellect, sharpening of your mind and other faculties, improving your concentration, and these are the faculties which give you success in worldly matters, in education, in career, in anything. So developing spiritually means overall development. That is one thing need to be understood. Now here is a book, Autobiography of Yogi, written by the great sage Parmahansa Yogananda ji. You must have heard his name. He was a true sage. From this book I will read something, and my focus is today to tell you how powerful is your subconscious mind. Subconscious mind is very powerful. It is the storehouse of your memories. Memories not belonging to only this current life, but to all your previous lives. And it is so powerful that if you are able to pass on a suggestion to your subconscious mind, then you can achieve anything. It is a bit difficult to pass on your suggestion. You have to repeat a number of times. I will talk about that in a different video. But your subconscious mind is very powerful. And from this book I will tell you about an incident which will convince you about the power of your subconscious mind. Friends, a book like this needs to be studied, needs to be read again and again. But many people, even a book like this, they read like a novel just once. So they don't get a lot of benefits from such a book. And mind you, if you believe me, I am telling you from my own experience. If you read it the second time, then you will be surprised that there will be a lot of finer things which you missed during your first study, your first reading. It just so happens. So a book like this needs to be beside your bed so that you can read whenever you feel like, again and again, and you are going to be benefited. Now let me give you a little bit of background about Paramahansa Yogananda ji. Lahiri Mahashya, you must have heard his name. He was a true self-realized sage. Lahiri Mahashya was initiated in the Himalayas by a divine being whom people call Mahavatar Babaji. And then Lahiri Mahashya passed on. He had many disciples, but his very close and true disciple was Sri Yukteshwar Giri. So Sri Yukteshwar Giri had all the knowledge from Lahiri Mahashya. And then Sri Yukteshwar Giri ji's disciple, Sri Yukteshwar Giri ji's disciple was Paramahansa Yogananda ji, who wrote this book, Autobiography of a Yogi. Now, once Sri Yukteshwar Giri ji told about an incident which occurred in presence of his Guru Lahiri Mahashya. He told this incident to Parmahansa Yogananda ji. So Parmahansa Yogananda ji has written this in this book, Autobiography of Yogi. Now my focus today is on telling you about the power of your subconscious mind, how powerful it is. So I will read something from this book regarding this incident which occurred in the life of Sri Yukteshwar Giri. Sri Yukteshwar Giri ji once was not feeling very healthy. He became too thin, lost weight. So one day he went to his Guru Lahiri Mahashya. Now I will not read the whole of it, but part of it. So Yukteshwar Giri ji went to his Guru Lahiri Mahashya and said, sorry, "Sir, I am ailing again." Then he says, what Lahiri Mahashya said, Sri Yukteshwar Giri ji says, "My Guru's glance was quizzical, and he said, 'So, once more, you indispose yourself.'" Then Sri Yukteshwar Giri ji says that Lahiri Mahashya further said, "Really, it has been your thoughts that have made you feel alternately weak and strong." Then he says, "My Guru looked at me affectionately and said, 'You have seen how your health has exactly followed your subconscious expectations.'" He further said, "Thought is a force, even as electricity and gravitation. The human mind is a spark of the almighty consciousness of God. I could show you that whatever your powerful mind believes very intensely would instantly come to pass." This is what Lahiri Mahashya ji said. Now, Sri Yukteshwar Giri ji says, knowing that Lahiri Mahashya never spoke idly, I addressed him with great awe and gratitude. And this is what Yukteshwar Giri ji said to Lahiri Mahashya, "Master, if I think that I am well and that I have regained my former weight, shall those things come to pass?" And Lahiri Mahashya replied, "It is so, even at this moment." My Guru spoke gravely, his gaze concentrated on my eyes. And then Sri Yukteshwar Giri ji tells, "I instantly felt an increase not only of strength but of weight." Lahiri Mahashya retreated into silence. After a few hours at his feet, I returned to my mother's house, where I stayed during my visits to Benares. So Sri Yukteshwar Giri ji went to his mother's house, where he was staying at that time in Benares. And this is what his mother said, "My son, what is the matter? Are you swelling with dropsy?" Mother could hardly believe her eyes. My body was now as full and robust as it had been before my illness. And he further says, "I weighed myself and found that in one day I had gained 50 pounds. My goodness me. Can you believe? You have to believe. See, if I tell you something personally, you don't have to believe, because I am an ordinary person. But we are talking about self-realized sages, true sages, Lahiri Mahashya, Yukteshwar Giri ji, Parmahansa Yogananda ji. They are truthful. Whatever Parmahansa Yogananda ji has written in this book, it is a treasure. But only if you have faith, if you believe. Can anyone gain 50 pounds of weight? No, he says in one day, but it happened instantly in the presence of the great Guru Lahiri Mahashya. Instantly. That was the power which he transferred to convince the subconscious mind of Sri Yukteshwar Giri. And once the subconscious is convinced, anything can happen instantly. It's magic. It is. Yes, but reality, truth. Now, you may not have opportunity to be in the presence of such a powerful guru, but doesn't matter. Doesn't matter these days. If you have faith in yourself and you believe that this is truth, it can happen, subconscious mind is powerful, then make a suggestion. Whatever results you want, write it down on a piece of paper and repeat it 3 times a day, at least 3 times in one sitting and 3 times in a day. So it will be 9 times at least in a day. Repeat it slowly while sitting in silence alone. The more you repeat it, that suggestion will be lodged in your subconscious mind and you will have the results. Right? So you can have wonderful results. I'm telling you from my own experience. It does work. Whatever you want to do, whatever you want to achieve. So your subconscious mind is so powerful, my dear friends. But let me tell you, the very first requirement in achieving all this is to calm down your mind. Calm down your mind. Normally, I find people, they are very, restless. Their mind is not stable all the time, and mind is busy with unrelated thoughts. If you can control that, and I have mentioned in many videos how to do that. Breathing does help. So, very first requirement in developing the powers of your mind are calming down your mind. And read such books. This is just one book. There are many more books by different sages. Don't read such a wonderful book in just one reading. Read it again and again. Study it. And then focus on little things and practice. Apply those things in your life and you are going to benefit. Thank you for watching.